Morning, Holly. What's going on? Donna Darcy, hello. I got cut off again. Everybody was just having a great time chatting and stuff. AG Farmer was going to have me read some scripture, and then I got cut off. No bites yet. Thought I saw one on sonar coming up from the deep for a big bite. Looks huge. Maybe it had a hook in its mouth from yesterday. Did you unblock those I transgressed against? Cindy did. Was there more than one? I don't know. Yeah, don't worry about it, Patrick. Anytime someone gets hit on accident from the community, people will figure it out. They'll let me know. Don't worry about it. Hey, Kate, you've always been here for a long time. Where are you hiding at? What the heck? Quite a bit of current rushing out of here right now. It's a bit of a mark up there. 70 feet. There was a little red scratch that could be based on its location. Third light. Yeah, we're back. Yesterday was just terrible reception. It was pouring rain yesterday, though. I wonder what kind of bear is going to come out the back of this cold next. I think Kate's got himself, he's grounded until 1 p.m. today, so after 1 p.m., he said he was going to come out here. We'll see him out here in the spin. Not sure what he did to get in trouble. Gonna go fishing tomorrow, Bruce? Where are you gonna go? In Maryland? Did you say you're in Maryland or something? Hold on. Yeah, you'd think that if a black bear was back here, he'd have to be pretty good size, but get eaten by that daggone brown bear. Both of those look like good bears to me. The Chesapeake? Yeah, I'm from Virginia, Bruce. I don't know. You're not the Bruce that knows Brad's and Chesapeake, are you? I think Brad's and Chesapeake had a good friend named Bruce. I never got to know him that well, but he had like a blue crab drop line business or something. Really big for a living. Okay. Yeah, I'm originally from Reston, Virginia. I used to go saltwater fishing every time I got the chance, but I had to drive. Mostly I would go to Ocean City, Maryland, where I could fish off that bridge. Go to Indian River Inlet in Delaware, fish off the jetty. But I had a friend, Brad Chesapeake, down a boat down there in Chincoteague, and I'd go, he actually had a couple boats. I guess it still does. Go down there and do the flounder fishing, everything from flounder to bluefin. And once or twice we go to the bay and troll for stripers. But usually, we did the live eel thing at Kipton Peak too. I'm at a 32-footer Yoper. Yeah, just hit the bell notification and subscribe. I get dropped a lot because I'm on a remote Starlink mini. I got a Starlink mini up here, and it's raining, and like the rain piles up on the dish and the clouds. I'm in a rainforest. It's not a good signal. Yeah, I'm in a 32-foot Monterey Clipper. It's like a sailboat hull, so it's kind of a small boat, but it's really seaworthy. They're known to be able to hang in the big boats. I'm kind of a wimp, though, to be honest. I don't go out there too often. I can. I do if I have to. And, we all get caught out there sometimes. This is my kind of water right here. Lake, Lake Alaska. Lady Sky, welcome in. Thank you very much. Solomon, I haven't heard that name in a long time. Tuxet. So that's Maryland, the Tuxet River, right? It's kind of like the Central Bay, isn't it? Tuxet. I used to fish the chop tank because I drive out Route 50 to get to the Ocean City. So I'd stop at the chop tank, and sometimes there'd be some fish in there. Isn't the Tuxet like the next one up from the chop tank? Yeah, let's have some of that salmon, Holly. It's already in the refrigerator. It'll be good to go. You can have fish and rice. Now that I'm here, I wish I was there. It was better up there, up the bay. I'm just gonna stay here. I think they'll come through probably when the tide starts coming in here. Some time. David Humphrey! We're having a good bear hunting session too. I could text Kate and let him know the bears out on the beach here. Watching cricket? Okay. All right, see you later, Big Bruce. Get out there and rig it up. I guess you're going for some striper opening or something. I think they usually have an opening this time of year. First one. I did that before, fished at Maryland around the Bay Bridge for the opener. In the May opener, I think it was. It's king salmon today. Not having any luck yet. Saw a brown bear this morning. Almost got close enough to hit it. Water in the crankcase? What the heck? That's not what we want. It's John P. Adventures! I didn't know you left. Oh, back home. Where were you before? Come on, fish. On God, John. I think I already prayed for some fish today. That's all I can do. Yeah, we're trying. Haven't got any bites yet. I thought I saw one earlier, but didn't bite. I'd have to wait for the tide to start coming in. Maybe that's the deal. I don't know. I don't have any fuel today. There's a white cup I put diesel fuel in, but I might have thrown it away. Yeah, that one time I got bad fuel. That was a disaster. Oh boy. Maybe today was the day to go for day. Maybe they're not biting because I got such heavy leaders. But I got a few light leaders down there too. It's getting dark. It's gonna start raining, I bet. Come on, fish. Come on. What's going on with the hook set, John? Guys going fishing? Who's gonna go fishing? Come on, fish. Pretty daggone dead. Live it up. Zyro! Get out of here! Hey, I pinned a link to your channel, Zyro. Some Asian guy catching the pompano fit. Said he's gonna get the fit. Teach you how to catch a fit. It looked like he had a good system for sure to catch the pompano. Using the fish gum. Yeah, probably. I posted it to your short that popped up. I went to your channel and picked a short out with 1,000 views. Posted a link. I watched the video last night. I was up till like 11 o'clock watching this guy fish for pompano. He only ever caught one keeper on the video, but you could tell that he's got a lot over the years. I don't know what other videos he's got. I subscribe to the channel. So I don't know, super Asian, but he had a good system for the fish. They often do. I thought it was really interesting what they did with the. They had the like Sputnik sinker, with the prongs, and he was like adjusting the tension on the sinker depending on the how rough the water was, and then yeah, it was interesting. There was one good shot of where it got a fish, showed the bite, and then the rod slackened up. I guess that was the indication that there was one on there. Man, it's kind of dead to me back there. I guess maybe the skip guy's He's mad that I was fishing back there, I guess. I don't know. Used to be a lot of guys fish back there. He wants the whole place to himself, though. I don't see where he went. No, it's not complicated. He's running the triple hook pompano rig, 3 hooks, and then he had a way to wrap them up and everything. It's in the fish gum. Catch a fish. Man, I can't catch a fish over here, though. I had one bite over here yesterday. Maybe we can get a bite today. I want to drive into a whole bunch of grass. There's so much seaweeds over here. I think they might just be waiting for the tide to start coming in when we get into the bite. Ah. So we're due for a bite. We're trolling around for a while. Everybody else ought to start waking up very soon and coming out. Here he is. Got him on. Here we go. Okay, on time. Hope they don't break it. Break the line. Almost bucks. Break the line like they did yesterday. It doesn't seem like a big one, but neither did the ones that broke the line yesterday. No, got him on. Got him on. He's not pulling real hard. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got here. Let's see. Up the deck from yesterday. We finally got it. Big. Big enough. Barely. Barely big enough. Works for me. Not very big. Come back here to get the big ones, and I get that little thing. Well, it's a long way from getting the skunk. It's not even 8 o'clock in the morning here. We got all day. It's kind of chilly this morning. Well, he wasn't going to break the mine. Now with that daggone stuff. One thing's nice, there's no weeds back in here today. Yesterday it was full of weeds like crazy. Around this corner here, I don't know. It's probably not awake yet. Maybe I had to go to work or something. Apparently, Jim's mad that I came over here to fish. He said, "Get off my drag!" Like, nobody owns any part of this ocean, I gotta tell you. I wasn't even that close to him. He went somewhere else. Terry B, I feel like I saw Terry B, but maybe not on my live. It might have been last night. I seen him last night somewhere. Yeah, that little bit of wind yesterday must have blown all the weeds out of here. Some porpoises. Everybody's back here looking for the bite. They're not finding it, so they're leaving. I don't really feel like leaving. Go back in that cove and drive back and forth until something happens. Should be some more big fish coming around. Oh, there he is. Got one on. We go. Stay on there. He said. It's amazing. Hit the same line again. Hit on the turn. This seems like another little fun fish here. Let's go see what we got here. Good morning, Paul. Out there. Hit like halibut. Almost a medium size halibut. This fish real quick. Tiny little herring. Tiny baits. sneaky little fish. It's 28 inches. It's nothing compared to the one we got yet. Get back over there. Get back in that hole back there. Ah. Oh, we open that prayer. What's up? Thank you very much. Oh, what in the heck? Zooming in on me. Finally got to one. Hey, he's texting me. Thought that was going to be another one. We had 2 bites, but that one was sustenance fishing. No, we're commercial fishing right now. I have an appointment with the dentist on Friday. You guys pray for me. I hate the dentist. The dentist, yeah. Halibut? I got halibut home already. I might go halibut subsistence fishing though later on. Uh, It's like super low tide. I just put it in a Ziploc bag. I don't have that much. I'll eat it before too long. I got a bunch of Ziploc or freezer with vacuum packed tuna. Last fall. The guys from the cannery like the tuna. Give them some It's still trolling here. The texts. Oh, back to fishing. Oh, back out there. No tide. Hello. I don't know. That thing's probably interesting. It's okay to come trapping when he's busy bear hunting. Looks like Jim's getting ready to leave. He's kind of throwing out in the middle of nowhere now. Probably not catching anything either. Bear out. Another bear might come out. Low tide. I can see that black bear out there again. And a bunch of feed in here. Rick Strobe, what's up? Kind of pressing it here this morning. Enough to bite. Got one scrawny little fish, barely big enough to eat. And we seen a boar brown bear. Glenn Butcher texted me. It didn't even occur to me that the daggone lake cod season's open right now. I can't believe how late on it is in the season already. Time is flying. I guess I could be lake cod fishing right now. Could be cod fishing and open on Saturday. I haven't seen the freezer boats up there yet. Probably about one. I guess it depends on the market. You know what I'm fishing out there? Yeah, I'm not sure how big that bear was. Wasn't like terribly small, I don't think. It's so hard to tell. It was definitely scared of the boat. I'm a little bit more interested in that black bear that was out earlier. There was a black bear out yesterday. There was a black bear kind of on the other side of the road. So terribly interested. Let me get off the road. Grace 7, what's up? Slow morning. It's slow. Let's see what Butcher said. 1988 May 9. it out more, I guess. The grizzly bears? Yeah, well, I'm looking. I saw one this morning, but it wasn't trying to hang out. You know, yesterday I saw a sow with cubs and just didn't even give a darn about the one that I would have been more likely to shoot. It didn't want to. It wasn't trying to pose for a picture. It was like as soon as it saw the boat, it like double check, got up on its back legs and looked, started to run away, and then it got back up on its back legs again, and looked again, and then booked it into the bushes. Ah. Yeah, I'm looking for a bear for a rug for my floor. That one might have been a good rug. It's hard to tell. It's pretty far away from me. The black bear last night looked kind of small, but big enough. Hard to tell with that guy too. That's pretty far away from that one as well. Couldn't say on Oh, there he is. Got one on. All right, all right. Here, got him on there. What's up, fish here? We got you down. He stays on there on the fourth side. We can get another one to go with this one. I'm in the very back of the cove. I got to finish my turn here. Guess I could abort the turn. Straight out the cove. Come back around. Stay still. Lost it. It doesn't act like a big one, Grace. I was just texting Glenn Butcher. He's asking me about telling me about a friend, and that's showing me a boat and stuff like that. Still got this thing fixed. Let's go find it out. Had to turn the boat back here. Yeah. It's nice. What size that pickles? I think I'm holding up a rig. That fish is like I got it. I lost my little red head thing there, so that's a stroke. Stick a toothpick in. Stick a toothpick off both sides. Yeah. That was a nice one. Not really like a big one, but nice fish. Better than the other ones that we got. The other one we got. It's spoons. I got more of those. Got some COR. Clean them off with some COR here. Get some new hooks on it. Maybe they want spoons. Everything's back there. Bears and salmon all in the back of this cove here. Big old big spoon here. That's what we've been on. A big one. Yeah, I know where that came from. Big hooks in there too. That's good. I got one. That's a little bit better fish there. Got him on the short leader. The giant spoon and the big spoon. 6.5 vegetable. I think is what that is. 7. Oh, all the way and had it really well too. Big space. No, it's a real bummer. This is going to be my last day to fish here. So probably July. So I'm gonna repower this boat. It's gonna take a while. It'll be open again next week, but I won't be able to fish. So I'll be working on the boat. So hopefully we get a nice big one out of here. Let's see. Keep them out. At least we got that fish. That wasn't a bad one. There it is. Put one of those out there. Well, our hookup ratio is better today. Got 2 for 2 so far. It's another pull. Yeah, you know what? We've been doing pretty good for subscribers these last couple of days. I don't know what the heck. I go for like hours and thousands of views. I don't get any subscribers, and now all of a sudden people are subscribing. It doesn't make any sense. Not like a lot, but at least like one or five for a stream. That's nice. We got some new people. Greg Strom's pretty new. Grace Seven's new. I'm sorry it's so slow. That's just how this fish is. Trolling is slow this time. Sometimes it gets good this time of year. It's picking away at. Go clean that fish. Shannon, make it in. Hot one, Shannon. Tuesday, good joy. God bless America. That's right. Fishing in the cove, in the back cove here. Coving up on these fish. Ah. This is more like the size of one I want to eat. Instead, we may get little ones. A nice fat one here. Nice fat king salmon. Oh yeah, he's got the big herring. They ate the big spoon too. They probably eat a plug as well, Shannon. I got some heavy duty 130-pound test on my boat, Shannon. I put that out today, so they wouldn't break me off today. So far, nothing broke the line. I'm gonna get new leader before this summer. Get rid of that old stuff. Nice fish, that one. Nice fatty. Nice fatty bobady. Rah, rah. Well, I don't seem to mind the 130-pound test. That's nice. Got put 3 fish total today. One of them was a halibut. They all bit 130. Verse of the day. Well, we were reading Psalm 36 earlier. Hold on, I'll find something. Let me get the boat straightened out here. Put my speed dialed in. Oh, well, I'm doing better now that I caught a decent fish there, Shannon. Better read about Ezekiel talking about Jerusalem's adultery. And he says, you erected your shrine at the head of every road and built your high place in every street. Yet you are not like a harlot, because you scorned payment. You are an adulterous wife who takes strangers instead of her husband. Men make payment to all harlots, but you made your payments to all your lovers, and you hired them to come to you from all around for your harlotry. You are the opposite of other women in your harlotry, because no one else listed you to be a harlot, and that you gave payment when no payment was given you. Therefore, you are the opposite. It's talking about an extra stupid. There you go, Joy. No sick days. Molly's been sick. You know, that verse in Ezekiel kind of makes me think of, like, you know, he's talking about Jerusalem as a nation being bad towards God. And it's like, yeah, be like, well, the example was with prostitution. It's like a prostitute paying for the John, you know, kind of like buying pornography. Like, you give prostitute yourself out to a bad cause instead of having them pay you to watch your stupid stuff. Holly's better, yeah. I guess it wouldn't be like that. It would be like the prostitute paying the John. It's extra bad. It's bad for the sake of being bad. There's some good stuff in Ezekiel. That's where we got the image of that likeness of that alien thing that we got pictures of is in Ezekiel. Looks a little bit like that flying star-shaped crazy thing. Thanks, Bonnie. Backtrack hooligans on my email. What's going on with the hooligan? Oh, yeah. I got your email. We got the AI 2026. Look. The boat's a little bit on the big side. I got some other emails in here. Come on, more fish. Patrick, good morning. We're rigged up with 130 today. No more snappy of the king salmon. We ought to be able to handle any king salmon with 130. So far, we've handled 2 and a little halibut. No missed strikes, no broken line. We got one on the mega spoon this morning on the big, this thing. The big, look how big it is compared to my head. It's a catch more. I think it's a 6.5. Doesn't say anything on it. They were kind of on sale down at Elephant Cove last year. I bought a dozen. Then they didn't work really darn. But I figured there'd be a time when they would work. Seems to be like they're working now. And it's really low tide. The clay at the bottom of the cove is starting to come out. Maybe the smell of all that dried out beach muck will pour in another bear. I bet these bears are just living back in here. They know, like, early in the morning, nobody's around. Late in the evening, no one's around. They can come out and do some browsing. They don't want to be here when there's people. I mean, normally there is no people, but get busy with the spring trolling deal. Tourists coming around trolling. You know, boat. Well, I'm in a troller. I'm in a double-ended troller. It's kind of narrow. Have you ever seen this boat? What it looks like? It's got these big poles on it, you know. Let's see. Maybe this way. This way. I got the poles, and then it's kind of pointed. It's pointed on both ends. It's I tried to make a boat for with the AI for Killian. It looked like his boat, and I had a hard time too. It just kept doing the same thing that you got there. I'm kind of like in a sailboat with troll poles on it. Surely some other boats will come down in here. Oh, fish. There we go. I got a big fish on. Texting this guy about the hatchery deal here. I got one. I got the big bite. I see you there, homie macaroon. See if I can land this puppy. Bigger fish here. Look at that. That's a big one. Look. Big one. Woo! Yeah. There we go. 19-pounder there. Another one of those spoons out. I got one ready. Here we go. All right, cool. Nice. Got that sucker. Location for the king salamander. Just stop one. Oh, go to it, go to it. Thank you very much. Chat, bro. Yeah, it is. I don't know. They get bored with me. I'm kind of busy. I was getting a phone call or a text message on this landing permission I'm on. I got one of these fishermen here is mad because I'm fishing in here, and then I got a guy texting me about hatchery work. Kind of frustrating. Thanks for the game, Karen. Yeah, it's a really slow bite. Oh, we got Tommy Mai fishing your blood. What's up, Tommy Mai? We're live now, Tommy. Get in here. Yeah, it's weird, Tina. I've had a really slow chat. Like I get a regular group of people that kind of come in and say hi and see what's going on, and if it's not really exciting, they don't stay around all day. People want to hear stuff out of the Bible, and I guess if they're not reading it all the time, those people don't stay around. Anytime I get busy, uh, anytime I get busy, like on the phone, everybody takes off. I can't tell sometimes whether the chat's buffering or frozen or whatever, or if uh, people are just quiet. People are really quiet. I feel like I saw you in a different chat somewhere, Tina. Where were you at? Maybe in Cindy's chat or something. Sarah, you're supposed to be working on that hose. Get that car fixed up. Oh, she was in Bob's chat. That's cool. Oh, mackerel too. Yeah. All right. I saw Holy Mackerel was in here earlier, but I was busy texting that other guy. And I did. I caught a huge one, man. I got the biggest one the last couple of days. It's the one that broke my damn line earlier. There's another boat coming in here now. I need to charge you guys up. Let's turn it around. It's coming right for me. That's Glenn. So Glenn is. Oh, we got three. We're doing all right. 9:30. heck Jake's doing over here? It's like sleeping. Yeah, that fish I just got, he's like almost worth 2 fish. It's a big one. Nice big one. Oh yeah, Zyra was supposed to be working on his car, but he's not. He's not doing like he's supposed to. Yeah, I don't know how I killed my chat. It's a problem. Where's my chat go? Get in here and start chatting. Maybe I should delete all the mods so that we can get like swamped by regular people from the internet. I think they're afraid of all the blue people. That's one theory. Get ready to jump out there and clean this fish. You working, bro? Bruh, bruh, bruh. Hey, that guy from the Pompano video said he subscribed to my channel. He must not be into salmon trolling though, because I'm not. Yeah, I'm fishing. I got a big one, Zyro. Hold on, I'm getting ready to go clean it. Want to see it? Hold on, come out back. We'll go clean that puppy up. It's the big one. Got the big one. Like for real, it's the big one. Biggest one I've caught in a long time. It's the size of the ones that were breaking me off yesterday. I put on leader that's 30% stronger leader. I ain't break that off. Probably tried. Really tried. Got a great big hook and a big old leader. He ain't breaking that thing. Look at this guy. Look at that one. Ooh, the big blackhead. Black. Look at it, Zyro. King Solomon. Big one. Catch it. Big buck. Eating the big herring. The big herring. Yeah. Throw this guy in there. Throw him in the fish box here with his buddies. It's not very safe. I brought some food. Yeah. Thank God for some pears, huh? I like these pears. They're trying to go bad, though. Get another bite. It's got a bad spot on it. You know, there was a whole pear went bad. It started like that, and the whole thing went bad on us. Picked it up off the counter, thing's hard and green, and then it's got this big dead spot on it. Got to be like, eighth the size of six of the pears, throw the whole pear away. But that little thing's not gonna stop me from eating it. Hey Mike, I'm sorry about that. I'm gonna try and get a new filter. A new a microphone or something, because there's like a filter running. YouTube's got a filter going. I don't even know if a mic will help, but it's yeah, it's my sound hasn't been good for like a couple months now. It's a lot of vibration on this engine too. I mean the pear. What are you doing, Terry? I just caught like an 18-pound salmon. Maybe not that big. It's pretty stout though. Pretty big one. The bite needs huge spoon I got out. Yeah, really, we're in the money right now with 3 fish, because that one is tremendous. One of them is small, too, that doesn't help. But hopefully we'll get some more fish. I got this bad spot on my pair. Maybe I could just bite it off there. Oh, it tastes bad, too. Heck, real bad. Tastes like dirt. That's a bad idea. I want to eat the pear, but it like must have popped or something. Come on up, fish. There's 3 hand crawlers in here and then me. Yeah. Bad taste. Oh, that thing will make me sick. Turn me black like that spot on the pear. Extremely bad taste. Seems like all these little boats are afraid to come back in this cold with me. What's going on? The pear, Terry, the pear. Remember your message. Oh, my goodness. When are you going to go kill the garfish, Terry? Quit messing around. counting on you to get the guard. I haven't heard anything about this bow and arrow guard fishing since you said you were like ready to go, and then that's it. Thanks for waking up the chat. What, don't do that. Whoa. I got zip tie touching the screen here. Go huck the cut bait. Hey, go huck that bait somewhere where there's some fish. Somewhere good. Not that spot where you're at. For the last 16 times he went and hucked my bait, or the big cut bait. I am ready for the bear to come out here. You know, I kind of accomplished my goal. I wanted revenge on the big fish that broke my gear yesterday. I just got it. It was trying to break my gear again, but it found out it can't break 130-pound test with an 8-aught hook. That was my plan exactly. Well, I'd really like to get one on every hook, you know, but happy to at least get one of them buggies. Okay. Well, why don't you go? Why can't you go to saltwater and stuff? I don't know why I haven't got any bites on my floats yet. Any boats that we do. Auto part. Oh man, battery warning. Got this nice charger. Got a whole like 20 pack of them on Amazon. Man, I can't believe you need an auto part. That truck you got's like a brand new machine. I gotta salt my bait. I got a bunch of herring and didn't have any salt on it. Sitting on the boat all day yesterday, and now I'm sitting over and sitting out and just warming up. And salt it. I think that salmon like it unsalted better, but what do you need the part for? Auto part? The boat? The kayak? Oh boy. What broke on the Chief this time? I hope that fixes it. Don't you have a Jeep Cherokee? It's not, you didn't sell it to them, did you? And they want you to fix it? Grab that bait. The salt's off that bait. The bait over here. Might end up giving the stuff away. Realistically, this is a good time for me to stop fishing. We got a little bit of salt here. Put it on my hair. Come on, fish. Huge mess on it. Salty fish juice. Yes, here, fishy Tina. Exactly right. Right down the fish slime. Herring extract. Let's read something out of the Bible and give me take away my headache. Psalm 39. It says it's a prayer for wisdom and forgiveness. It's from David. I said I will guard my ways, lest I sin with my tongue. I will restrain my mouth with a muzzle, while the wicked are before me. I was mute with silence. I held my peace even from good, and my sorrow was stirred up. My heart was hot within me while I was musing. The fire burned. Then I spoke with my tongue. Lord, make me know my end. But what is the measure of my days, that I may know how frail I am? Indeed, you have made my days as handbreadths, and my age is nothing before you. Certainly every man at his best state is but vapor. Surely every man walks about like a shadow. Surely they busy themselves in vain. He heaps up riches and does not know who will gather them. And now, my Lord, what do I wait for? My hope is in you. Deliver me from all my transgressions. Do not make me the reproach of the foolish. I was fevered. I did not open my mouth because it was you who did it. Remove your plague from me. I am consumed by the blow of your hand. When with rebukes you correct man for iniquity, you make his beauty melt away like a moth. Surely every man is vapor. Hear my prayer, O Lord, give ear to my cry. Do not be silent at my tears, for I am a stranger with you, a sojourner, as all my fathers were. Remove your gaze from me, that I may regain strength before I go away and am no more. Yeah. Um, we just go back and forth over the spot, hoping for something different to happen. Every once in a while, there's a fish that comes up back here. Kind of looks like a fish at 90 feet, but it's not moving. It's small. Well, maybe somebody else will come in here. You guys don't want to talk? See how it is. time is it? 10:30? Right? What are the glasses looking at? We're looking outside here. Those springs right there, when I get a bite, the springs stretch out, bounce around. Not that much. Just chilling. Just chilling, waiting for another bite. They've been far and few between, but we are getting bites, so keep going. Keep going along. That looks like a good mark there coming up. Maybe that thing will bite. Come on, baby, get on the hook. 60 feet. Wherever my gear is. A little bit deeper than 60 feet today. Come on. Where do you want it? Might not have been a insect, I guess. Glenn Butcher. I'll be back. Hey, what's up? I'm a, I'm not a bike mom. Are you killing them on the Are you getting them over there? I got three. Oh my gosh. I was kind of thinking about trolling that beach up towards Redfield and coming back here. I got a big one. That's what I wanted. I wanted revenge on those ones that broke my line yesterday. I put on some hundred maybe nonsense. That's not what I'm right now. No, I was just gonna troll over here to the whatever it is over here at the point. I was thinking about trolling that bank for you. Or there's nothing further up there, like I don't know, there's a little bite. Yeah, I don't know. Well, that's the only place I've caught them. There and over here by like where I'm pointing at, where that green mold and stuff is on the rock. Over, yeah, I got a couple bites over there yesterday. It's kind of anywhere in broken ore, mostly in the back, but I've got them in the middle of it too. Yeah, yeah, I did it too yesterday. I went 4 for 8 yesterday, or 4 for 9, something like that. But two of them broke in here, so today I got way heavier line out. Well, there's some feed, there's feed off the eggs for sure, but I keep getting them in like 190 to 115 feet of water. I can see them coming off the bottom sometimes. They're right on the bottom, and then when I go over, they come shooting up and grab my bottom. I don't know. I'm sure Glenn's going to go back in there. Glenn likes to fish in the back of that thing. He's going to wait for me to get out of there. Why? But this is going to be my last opener, I think. So I'm going to start working on putting that new engine in. I'll be out of commission. Hopefully, I'll be ready to fish by July. But I don't know. Let's see. Find a hand trolling limit, I can control my skip. I don't have to permit. Yeah, probably next week. Power grid? Oh, yeah. Can you plug them into a outboard charge battery though? Well, I don't have them. These are not expensive. And I don't have I don't have any of that stuff on my. I don't have the rigging on the. I was thinking about just getting an electric wheel. Buy a couple of electric wheels. Would that be power trolling, or they freak out with their fishing rod? It's electric. It's power assist. I think the definition though is they're talking about like a gurney. They want you to have a powered gurney, not a powered fishing rod. Maybe you can put it on like a stick. Yeah. Are they? But are you allowed to use electric ones? That's my question. Well, I mean that's what I would think that would be power trolling if you had a. That's a gurney right there. A downrigger is a gurney. But if you're attaching to a fishing rod, then I don't know. It's a gray area. Anyway, it's whatever the law is. I'm sure nobody's tried that before. I don't know. By the time I bought an electric reel to do it with, I don't know all the money I made. And the fish is gonna be worth it. Hey, what happened with Killian? Did Killian buy that boat or what? What's he doing in his spot? I'd say. He keeps telling me to get a loan from the state that I need to he's acting like he's a banking expert telling me how I need to get a loan. And I'm like, I don't want a loan. I just buy stuff with cash, But it makes me think that he either got a loan or thinks he can get a loan, but I don't know. Like, should there be some due diligence in the bodies that loan money would figure out who Killian is and not loan him any money? Anyway, Les said he bought. Les said he bought it. Les Les Malcolm told me that he heard that he bought it, that he did buy it, and then it turned out it's sitting in his stall. But if he owns it, why isn't he fishing it? That doesn't make any sense. He'd be out there fishing off. Man, well, I heard it's got a V8 in it. It's got a freaking V8. It's like an eight cylinder engine or whatever. That thing eats gas like a hogzilla. It's terrible. Waits till it starts getting dark after 3 o'clock. They'll start biting again. Dude, I had two fish break me off yesterday. One, bang, 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 broke me off, and then bang, bang, bang on the other side in like 2 minutes time. And I go on, I reel them up. One side the line's broken, the other side the swivel snapped off. I'm like, I got like a fish over here where I'm at now. A couple times I had a bite over here yesterday. And I caught a little scrawny one over here today. And then other than that, everything's been in road form. But that's the only place I can fish. Not biting good. Well, there should be like balls of herring and stuff in here right now. There's no balls of herring, but the daggone fish have got these humongous herring. It looks like the little herring though. That little scrawny fish I caught today had those little 2-inch herring. I think that's what all that is. That's what that looks like to me. I've seen I've seen red balls like tight like mature herring on the bottom, like up there at Night Island. It was on the bottom. out in front of the island. But I haven't seen much of it in here. All the little ones. Normally when this fishery gets hot, it's like balls of herring on the surface, and then lots of kinks in without this stupid scratch machine. Anyway, hey, I've been texting with Jonathan and them guys. Man, Jonathan and Jesse have just got it absolutely concrete in their brain that a big Sam hatchery is not possible. I don't believe it. I think we can get money to do a small hatchery for pigs. They want to try and do it. They want to try and do a Trump salmon hatchery again. It's like, dude, they're not gonna. They're not gonna. They just put a letter out that said there's a moratorium on, Trump and big salmon hatcheries. What in the hell makes them think they're going to permit for a big, Trump salmon hatchery? I don't think they will. How about sockeye salmon? You got to send that permit? Trollers need big salmon. For sure. Coho salmon would be okay too. But he was saying that the coho salmon is the same way. Here's the thing: it's like I'm not convinced we can't get money for this. There's all this talk about, oh, it costs so much, but it's like, dude, there's so much grant money, and everybody knows there's a problem with king salmon. Everybody wants to fish for king salmon. Like, are you sure we can't get enough money from the government and private agencies to fund a small king salmon hatchery? And you're right, they don't want to do that because it doesn't, they won't make any money on it. And then I don't really want to do the in-stream incubation for the seeds like Britain because it doesn't do anything for me. So I would be paying my taxes so they could, increase production on the seed ton. We don't catch those fish. We catch less than 2% of our fish coming from the seed ton. Less than 2%. So if we're putting more king salmon in the Seedside River, it's doing nothing except getting the sports fishermen to be able to fish for king salmon, bringing more tourists in, and it would allow them to fish sockeyes. That's a good thing. And then Jesse's saying, like, oh, they're going to shut everything down if the king salmon doesn't return to the Seedside. Well, it's already shut down. We're not allowed to fish within, 4 miles of the river mouth. So what else are they going to do? I don't know. The whole in-stream incubation thing has only ever been used for emergency. Like, if it's not making the escapement, you can bring the river back. But nobody's using in-stream incubation to, produce salmon for commercial purposes. And they're not talking, I don't know. It's something, at least it would be something where you could say, look, we put salmon in the river. The only problem is the only people that would catch them would be sports fishermen. We're not allowed to go anywhere near that river. But I'm not totally opposed to the idea of doing in-stream incubation. I just think it's kind of like, everybody just says, oh, we got to do it so that they don't shut everything down. Well, we're getting our escapement right now. As soon as they move people away from the fishing below the weir and stuff, we started getting our escapement. I mean, if we're not getting escapement, I think it's a good idea. It might be a good idea to do it just so that we have the ability to do it when we need it. Jonathan was texting me and stuff. It's like they weren't here for years, so they don't know that they don't know I guess they don't know the Guan steps. In fact, here's another idea. I thought it's like, well, why don't we ask the Guan again if we can use the sawmill code, right? The problem I see, and I think we should ask again. Let's try and do the big hatchery and then try the Guan again now that it's years later. The problem is you got these women like Melinda and the other woman Sherry. They come in and they want to have more advisory committees and start auditing stuff. And it's like, why the hell? And make lots of regulations and whatnot. It's like, let's just streamline. Let's do it. Let's have a hatchery. Let's not come in here and set up a permanent governance. It's like that's how the tribe ends up bankrupting and ruining everything that they get and want. It's like, if they don't have hundreds of millions of dollars flowing in handouts, they never be able to operate. It's so dysfunctional. $16,000 audit on it. What's our income? It's not enough to be auditing for 16 grand. No, no, there was okay. So Kathy, so there that this is the point. So like some people I know that are smart are saying like all these people coming around, right? When they got the board bigger, you got all these people like Larry and Linda and Deborah, and whatever, everybody. They're all just thinking like they're rubbing their hands together, looking at this big pot of money. You know, we have $400,000, right? They're gonna try and figure out a way to pay themselves. You know, like Deborah's getting $3,000 a month, basically. You know, work probably 3 or 4 days a week, you know, a month, whatever. Not very much work. And then that's what they want. They want to figure out how they can get the money. And there's always more money coming in. And then what they're also going to try and do is figure out how to get even more money coming in. So it's just like, you know, so that's the thing. It's like the $150,000 was for the salmon plant. So the longer we go on without, having a hatchery, the money just keeps getting spent. It's getting spent in insurance. It's getting spent in elections. Everything costs money, and everything that lady Kathy does costs $50 an hour. You talk to her on the phone, it's $200. It's everything. All those meetings are hundreds of dollars. So she adds up like I don't know. She's getting like $2,000 a month to do, probably 4 or 5 days of work, right? Or she's a consultant and get paid a lot. This is how it is. But the process has just been going on and on and on for years and years and years. They're just sapping the money out of the program from our tax dollars that me and you pay. And there's been absolutely nothing. The only thing that we got done, that Jesse pointed out, he was right. We did get a salmon plant. So, like, remember at the presentation where the guy from Fish and Game put up the slide that said, like, here's the salmon plants, and you can see Akatat had, like, a salmon plant. So you have to have that plan before you can get a permit for a hatchery. So, like, everybody who did the consulting, studying, like, the watersheds, whatever BS that they did, that's what cost $150,000. That was $150,000. But we've got it, right? So we've got that ready to go. And now we're just waiting for some kind of plan. I think we can get money to do the king salmon. Everybody else says it's not feasible, not a permanent solution. I think we should have sockeyes. We can't have kings. You haven't said that permit? It's going to be awful hard to get the sockeyes to bite the troll here. But whatever. So let's say we had a sockeye hatchery. What we need to do is get the damn hatchery built and get the water together. So here's another thing I don't know if you're aware of. So originally they're like, all right, we're going to have a hatchery. There's a good site at Sawmill Cove, right? And I think that's what the plan was. Then we had to build the plan, right? I wasn't here for that. I came in right after the Quan, like, led us along, like they were going to let us use the Sawmill Cove, right? And then they got together, probably the same people who were getting together to write all these bylaws and stuff to try and get revenge on Casey. They decided it would be too much liability to have, people on the Quan land. Like, we don't want anybody. We don't want any, they don't want the building. We don't want if anybody got hurt, they could potentially get sued. They don't want to take any risks. They don't want anything to do with it. They changed their mind, right? Once they thought about it, they're like, oh, this could possibly be like, there's a remote possibility something not good could happen, so we don't want it. But anyway, then we did a study. So the city, when John Erickson was the city manager, I was here for this. The city said we could use Puget Cove, but Puget Cove doesn't have like a lot of water. However, we paid like a lot of money, like $35,000, for some people to come in and look at Puget Cove, and they said, well, not any one of these, creeks coming out of Puget Cove is enough water, but there's probably a way that we could harness them all together and get enough water for a smaller scale hatchery. But it would cost like extra to have engineers go up in the bushes basically and get enough water flowing down that you could do the hatchery. But we have everything we need to do in Puget Cove. It's just not everything that we need to hatch like 38 million chunks in. That's what everybody had. When it was Nick and her Nate Endicott. The guys were all thinking, drift fuel net, big nets, big, huge numbers of fish, everything will be great. And then turns out that the quad said you can't do it, and then there wasn't going to be enough water in Puget Cove to hatch 38 million chum salmon. So they all basically threw in the towel. But not before they got the money. Sherry, who's back on the board now, apparently got paid like $30,000 one year to, do whatever, run errands, hold paper, shuffle papers around on the desk once a month. She got $38,000, and Nate Endicott, he got like $10,000, and some chunk of money Nate got. Apparently, Nate did something for it, but people have been getting paid, and nothing's been accomplished for the fishermen, except we have a plan. So I think we still need a permit, and we got to figure out like some way to hatch salmon. But we do have a plan. So like you can't have a permit without the plan. Like we got a plan, so that's good. Anyway, another point that people are making is like, well, we need to have more than like 2 meetings a year, because nothing ever gets done 2 meetings a year. So we do have the subcommittee, right? The planning group. That's me and Jonathan, and I don't remember who else. Do you remember who else got on that committee? Was it Jesse? Maybe it was. Anyway, we're talking about it right now. Like you and I are talking about it, and I was just texting with Jonathan. So like, imagine pretty soon we can. I want it to be. I want to see like concrete evidence that there's no way we can get grant money for king salmon. Like we've got a hatchery down there in Southeast that's willing to. Like they do not want to even try and have king salmon. Like it's not feasible. It's not possible. And I'm like, dude, this is all going on, 10 years ago that we were looking at it. Nobody was worried about king salmon 10 years ago. Now it's like king salmon's the biggest emergency in the ocean, right? Everybody's worried about king salmon. Are you sure that we can't get money to, grant money for king salmon at this point, in this political climate? The problem with the chum salmon is that they compete. The chums and the pinks are competing with the wild kings. That's why they don't want more chums and pinks. So it's like, I don't see getting let's say we did get a big chum hatchery. Wouldn't that be bad if, say, they gave us the permit, which I don't think they will, and then we put in, 20 million chum salmon, and then they go out there and eat up all the fucking herring in Yakutat Bay, So they can come back, and then Greg can pay us 25 cents a pound. Doesn't sound like a good idea to me, but whatever. If we had a scale, if we had a big number of chum salmon, we'd get paid more. But I do like the idea of sockeye salmon. Those are money fish. Sockeyes, they have sockeye hatcheries in Sitka. So there was a guy delivering sockeyes out of the seiner in Sitka last year when I was there. I had to wait for him to go ahead of me. And in one day with the seiner at the hatchery raised sockeyes, he brought in $13,000 worth of sockeye on one boat. So there's money in those suckers. They come back. If you could just hatch them up, they won't come back. That would be a cool fish for me. It's like put your set net in the huge flow to catch sockeyes, like lots of them. Sounds good to me. But anyway, we're trying to figure out a plan. I'm all for the sockeyes. I'm a little hesitant to like go all in. Like the only thing we're trying to do is egg incubator boxes in the seed suck rivers. So set that fish, non-stop in the summertime. Let's see fine about that. It's gonna take our money to augment the set net. The set netters do pay most of the tax though. There would be a benefit of like having a robust salmon on the river. What are they gonna do? Shut down? We're not catching the troll pond. The trollers aren't catching the salmon. They're not catching the salmon. 2% maybe this say 2% is too much. I don't think so. But whatever. That's where it is. We're trying to get something going like now instead of waiting another 6 months before we can talk about it again. Oh, Peggy's here. I forgot I got my live stream. I'm over here. Totally forget what I'm doing. It's a slow day on the internet. I'm not fishing fish. We got Peggy and Tina and Robert Taylor. Anyway, I'm just gonna keep doing this, Jim. Maybe I'll give up and go back to the basket on time. Deep bait's been dead. Last time I tried deep bait, it was dead. I think they'll probably start biting again in the afternoon, back on 4 o'clock. Maybe I'll anchor up and take a nap. I wonder if I can tie to the seawall. I guess that Glenn must have caught something in the rock. It's certainly happened. Anyway, I'll let you go. Call me if something happens. Hope I can get a couple more here. Fine. One more to equal yesterday's schedule. 27-minute conversation with an old Woodbury. Oh, it's pretty slow. Maggie, those aliens are going to come back and beam you up. I brought more than one piece of fruit with me. I got 2 apples as well. Thank God we got some apples today. That's my good. Unfortunately, I have to go to the dentist on Friday. I'm going in for a cleaning. This one shouldn't be bad. I'm just going for an examination and then a cleaning. So I'm not a big fan myself. I know they get that look out, and then they're like, they're stabbing in my any spot that's soft or whatever. They're scratching at the daggone repairs I've had on my teeth and poking me with that hook. Man, but it's not bad compared to other things they've done to me before. Hopefully they'll. I just won't let them do it. I don't care what they say. I'll be like, all I want is my teeth clean. Get out of here. Apparently, they have to give you an examination. They won't clean your teeth. I guess they want to make sure that you're not gonna If they don't clean something that's uncleanable, or you're not gonna die in the damage there on. Yeah, man, I'm married. I'm done with the whole courtship deal. As long as I got enough teeth to chew up my food, I'm pretty happy over here and no pain. I'm not getting married again. It's got the same amount of fish as being named. Come on, fish. Guys, what's the blend? It's blend. Fishing in the shallows. Real shallow. I'm out here in the deep. I was trying to get plenty of room. My boat is slowly starting to lift up this way because I'm burning all the fuel. That's not good. But I did do some halibut fishing. I was doing some halibut fishing, and that ate up some of my fuel, and it made a bunch of money too to cover any fuel costs. Yesterday was not the best. It was really a long day trolling, and that burns fuel all the time. And then also, I ran a long ways trying to find fish. I ended up getting the storm. Probably burned like $50 worth of fuel. Not bad, $350 for the day or so. But the problem is, I only get to fish 2 days a week. Getting ready to fish no days a week here before this engine out of this boat. Oh, the tide's coming in. Pretty soon there'll be enough water in here where I can duck back through the bass while we quit. Hey, Jim, I heard the fishing was starting to pick up in Sitka. Oh, middle of the day blues here. Hours up. Maybe I'll cut the stream off and then come back this afternoon if I'm fishing. I mean, I know I'm going to be fishing this afternoon. It's a pretty low tide. I'm not going to be going anywhere for a while here. Yeah, I think I'll call it a day for now. Maybe come back in a little bit. See if anything's happening. Give me a chance to watch some YouTube myself. See if anybody's doing anything exciting. Maybe we can go fishing on the river with the Dolly Gardens and stuff. pretty soon the sockeyes will be coming in. You know what I'd like to do also is a subsistence net, some sockeyes myself. I'd like to actually do that right in here where we're fishing. Good area for it. Looks like as soon as the wind started blowing a little bit, the weeds went away. So I have to remember that. I could not set the net. Anyway, I'll check you guys later. Love you. Remember to pray for each other. Peace out.